Hi, my name is the Reverend Lydia Nisley Johnson, and I am a Type 6 Enneagram. Now, my friend Sam asked me to tell a story about a time when I was living out of my false self and what was hard about that and what was challenging about being a 6. Well, there was a time in my life where I just felt like I had to prove everything. I had to prove my worth. I had to do enough, accomplish enough, be good at enough things to earn my worthiness and my belovedness. And so I worked really hard to be the best at lots of different things, whether that was running or my job or even silly things like having a really clean and well decorated house, things like that. I just felt like I had to do everything. I had to be perfect, and that if there was one slip, if there was one mess up, if there was anything I did that offended someone or frustrated someone or made it seem like I wasn't doing enough, then I would lose all that made me lovable, all that made me worthy of having in your life. And so I was exhausted all of the time. I didn't sleep well. I didn't eat well. I really just didn't take care of myself. And I imagine that I also, even though I was trying to take care of other people, I doubt I was doing a really good job of that. And one day I was talking to a friend about this, and he looked at me and he said, Lydia, how often have you told me and have you told other people that they don't need to do anything to earn the love of God? That no matter what happens in their life or in the world around them or anything else, they they are worthy because they are beloved children of God. And he said, Lydia, why won't you believe that for yourself? And it broke me. I broke down into a puddle of tears, and I realized I was apparently believing the gospel was true for everyone but me. And I had a very big heart to heart with God, long talk with Jesus, in which I said, I'm so sorry that I didn't believe you, that I didn't trust you with me. And so what I started doing was picking myself up and trying to start the day, not with, God, how can I be acceptable to you? God, how can I serve you today? But, God, thank you for loving me today, just as I am. And so that was a whole long period of, I don't know, most of my life. Um, but in recent years, I've come to see some of the beauty of being a 6. Uh, Part of what we talk about when we talk about that type 6 Enneagram is a fierce sense of loyalty, which I love. I love having long, deep relationships, friendships, family, all those sorts of things. But we also talk about type 6 being very fearful. As you can imagine, in that period of trying to earn all of that worthiness, I was a really, really anxious cat, right? I was nervous and anxious all the time about everything. But part of that anxiety comes from, with a 6, you can see possibilities. And we generally focus on 6s look out on the horizon and they see all the things that could go wrong. And so we troubleshoot and we try to keep everybody safe and together. But what I found as I grew as a 6 was that along that horizon, I didn't only see the bad things that could happen anymore. I began to see the possibilities that were good, of what could be, what goodness could be out there. Those things aren't just challenges and traps. What if they're invitations and opportunities to new things? So one of them that came up for me, and this is just something that's beautiful for me. I grew up in a family. My parents got divorced when I was very, very young, and they had one of those bitter, ugly divorces where they didn't talk to each other and they didn't really like to be in the same room. And as my children got older, I said, you know what? I have all these memories of Christmas going from house to house and being exhausted and never feeling like I spent enough quality time with anybody. And so I always felt like My parents were a little bit disappointed that I hadn't been fully present with them, and I certainly wasn't fully present with anybody. I was constantly watching my watch to make sure I wasn't, you know, that all the time was balanced. And so as I got older, I said, you know what, I don't want that for my kids. I want us to all have Christmas together. And I can't be everything to everybody, and it's going to be okay. So the possibility that I saw was, what if I bring all the people that I love together? What if I take a chance that love really is the strongest force for change in the world? And what if we just laid it out and said, I love you guys. My kids love you. You love my kids. Let's just have Christmas. And we don't have to all open gifts together or anything like that. But on Christmas morning, I'm going to get up with my kids and my husband, and we're going to do the family Christmas with Santa Claus and the stockings and all that stuff. And then after that, my door is just going to be open. And we'll have snacks, and you can come in your pajamas or not, whatever you want to. It's going to be open for several hours. You can come and celebrate the love of Jesus together. And you don't have to talk to the people that you don't want to, but you can. And I was really, really worried about this because I was thinking about all the ways this could go wrong. But I was amazed because people showed up because they loved other people in that house. And they put away their differences for a day. And while they may not that first year have been real keen on hanging out and talking, people begin to talk and begin to share. And now we are on our maybe 4th year of doing this. And it's just what we do on Christmas morning. We take our big bundle of messed up, broken humanity, and we all come together and we celebrate God being present with us over some sausage balls and pigs in a blanket and fruit. And we watch my kids play with Christmas toys. And it's a ton of fun. And it's something I never thought was possible growing up. But now, because out of this crazy sense of loyalty and seeing possibilities, I get to see this little glimpse of what the kingdom of heaven might be like on Christmas morning with my family. So, thanks for listening.